Hello, I am Carrie, and this is Beyond the Womb Tarot, where I channel messages that help you continue to grow beyond the womb or expand your mind outside of your current comfort zone to enable you to become your highest self. So, today I have another collective reading, and this one is going to be another one of those readings where we just kind of look ahead to the week and see what we need to know, what advice we need to give, what kind of energies are we sitting in, what are surrounding us, etc. I've already picked the cards, and before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for watching these videos, and let's get started. So, this is the spread here. Very interesting because I don't know if you can see it like I can see it, but right up here, all of these cards are facing this way, which in tarot is the future, all looking towards the future, and they're all kind of action cards. Like, we see movement here. She is directing the hand like this way. This person's on a horse with the pentacle held out, like going this way. They're riding the horse in the parade. The Seven of Wands, sorry, yeah, Six of Wands. This way we're going. And then this time we see all of these swords pointing this way, like literally an arrow. Yeah, it's the direction is towards the future. You're thinking about the future. You are planning for the future. You are saving for the future. Like, everything is future, future, future. And it's so interesting because when we look here at this Ace of Cups in reverse, which, to be honest, I rarely read reversals. Like, I make sure my cards are upright. I don't really like reversals. But this came out in reverse. I said, okay, I will take it. And the Ace of Cups in reverse is all about, like, when you look at the Ace of Cups upright, the water's pouring out from the cup. So it's like cup running over. And when the cup runs over, it's filling this lake down here. So it's basically like feeding back into the environment. But if the cup is upside down and is not pouring out or filling the lake, then it is basically staying within the cup. It's staying within you. So you're keeping your energy to yourself. You're keeping your good emotions and good feelings to yourself. And it kind of feels like the energy of self-love. So when we're talking about the future and planning for the future, right now, you're not worried about nobody else's opinions, what anyone else desires. You're planning for you and your future success. Like, this is me and my personal business. I'm not letting my emotions get to me. I'm not letting your emotions get to me, especially with the Queen of Swords card. It's basically like, we are going forward no matter what. I don't care, how you feel about it, how I feel about it. I don't care if I don't feel like getting up. We're going to do it. It's going to happen no matter what. And so this is like the energy that I'm feeling for this energy. It's like this energy that I'm feeling for this reading is very forward thinking, very progressive. We are going to make waves, make noise. We're going to make our goals, make our timeline, whatever goals that you have. Like, I really just see you achieving, not just achieving, but like ensuring that you achieve, because like we can go and do our job, right? But we can go, like, there's one thing to just go show up and do your job. It's another thing to show up, do your job, and be very thorough. Be somebody who is reliable. Be somebody who not only do you know the information, but you're really good at learning new information, integrating that. New initiatives. You don't sit and groan about it. You go ahead and take that into like your own hands and figure out a way to make it work. Like, there's a difference between this, and I really feel like this type of energy, especially with the Queen of Swords directing it. Like, she's the first one out. She's directing it. She's very intentional about it. That's the type of energy that I feel that's happening for you right now. It's like you're so intentional about this future stuff. Like, you might be saving, investing, especially because I see this Knight of Pentacles. And I do feel like it's new things here with the Page of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles is like the slow money card. That's what's making me think about investing. You might not be comfortable with investing, or you might not have done that before, or it's not necessarily something that is familiar to you, which I see here from the Page of Wands. Or you just kind of, get started. You might not have gotten started, just recently, but it's not something that has been a long-term thing for you. It's kind of like a new initiative, let's say, in your life. Whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be money you're investing in. You're investing in something new, and it's paying off for you. But it's something new. It's like, it can literally be like a side hustle, or it can be like maybe you have this whole life built and created for yourself, but you're adding on some new things, some new hobbies, some new people in your life. Maybe you've gone to some new places. Like, normally when you get off of work, you go straight home, but now you're trying to incorporate more like clubs. Maybe you're part of a book club, or you're part of like a community thing where you go and pick up trash on the weekends or something. Like you're trying to incorporate more things into your life because there's some certain goals that you're trying to achieve, like friendship. You want more better relationships. You want to find more people who like the things that you like. Or it's gonna have to do with finances and money and having like multiple streams of income. And this is a new stream that you've currently tapped into. Whatever it is, however this resonates with you, I really feel like that forward energy of you're starting to see some of the dividends from the things that you've invested in. These are things that you've been invested in because the Knight of Pentacles is slow. You're not gonna put a penny in today and tomorrow get 5 pennies out. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's gonna just take some time. Literally, this could even be you investing in yourself and working on your own, maybe your own education, or so it could be like me. You're doing YouTube videos, and now slowly but surely you're getting better at it, and you're seeing the results of your improvement. Like, oh, more people are watching my videos because I'm a little bit more, my editing is better, or I'm more expressive, or I learned more about the topic that I'm talking about, or whatever. I put things together in a more creative way than I used to. All of that, like, it's just more, there's a difference, there's something new, some new results coming about from that. And that's what we see here from the Six of Wands. Victory. Six of Wands is all about victory, but it's interesting because this is a victory that helps propel you forward. This card is about like a victory parade, like you won, and it's something about the rodeo I was hearing, because I've been learning all these facts about rodeos, even though I've been to a few. But since Beyonce came out with her Cowboy Carter album, I feel like rodeo culture is getting more pop culture. We're learning more about it. And when the people in the rodeo win, they take like a victory lap. So this is like the energy of the victory lap, but it like propels you into your next thing, because this is the energy of moving on. It's like, I've succeeded in one thing, and now I can go ahead and achieve this other thing because I've gotten whatever it is that I needed to invest in this other thing. It's like a chain reaction that I see going on. Like, if we talk about finances, because we have this Knight of Pentacles here, you wanted to save $5,000 because with that $5,000, you're going to start your own business so that you could go ahead and make even more money. Like, that was going to be your initial startup investment. So you're finally able to save that $5,000, maybe through a side hustle. You picked up a little something on the side. You saved the $5,000. Now you have that. You're very excited about it. You do your little victory dance, your victory laugh. Woo, I did it. And then boom, you directly invest that into your new thing so that you can move on. So you were somebody who was working, however many jobs, saving up money. And now you're somebody who is still working jobs, but now you're a business owner. So now it's like changed your position. You've moved on to something new. You've added something different to your repertoire. So like, this is the victory lap that's leading you or launching you into the next part of your life, your career. Same thing, like, because Pentacles is also physical energy. Again, it's February, but it is still new-ish year. You started your working out on January 1, and now you're seeing those gains. Like, you got some muscles. Like, okay, I got these muscles. So now that you've, hit some of the goals that you wanted, it's allowing you to be able to hit some of your other goals. Like, all right, I now have dropped 20 pounds. Now that I've dropped 20 pounds, I can start doing more when it comes to lifting my body weight. I can start, maybe because you've dropped those 20 pounds, you're very, like, you're getting closer to being able to do a pull-up. You're getting closer to being able to run faster, or whatever sprinting goals that you might have. And my mile has gone down from 20 minutes to 10 minutes. I don't know how long it takes to run a mile, but it's like those initial wins are assisting you in making even more wins. Like, I'm just literally seeing a chain reaction from you being really focused on yourself to you like really focusing and investing, putting your time and energy into it, to you winning, going ahead and reaping some of the benefits of the things that you have invested. And then now we come over here to this Nine of Swords energy. It's so interesting because when I saw this, I was like, huh? What? Why is the Nine of Swords here? This is all such great energy. And then we got this Nine of Swords. It's kind of like, it feels like it's putting a damper on it. But because the direction is still going this way, it's like still moving forward towards the future. But it's really giving me the energy of more money, more problems. And I don't believe that that's true. I don't believe that more money, more problems. But sometimes it is. Once you have more money, there's more things for you to figure out and understand. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that that can be something that's exciting. It's like, man, when I only had, $5 to my name, I already knew the options I had because they were limited. I only had 5 options, one for each dollar. But now that I got $500,000 to my name, there's so many options out there. I don't know where to go. I don't know what direction to take. I don't understand, like I'm on a whole other level. How do I even navigate this level? Like that's the type of energy that I'm feeling here with this Nine of Swords. It's like now that you've chain reacted yourself into this new position, you've leapt, skipped, jumped into this new place. It's like, all right, what am I doing here? How do I do this? And I don't even think that it's an energy of you not knowing what to do or how to do it. But imagine so many new things happening at once. It's kind of overwhelming. It's like, all right, there's all of these 9 things that I need to deal with. When at first I just had this one thing I was focusing on. I was focusing on this one goal. Now that I hit that goal, boom, it's like going straight on a road and then you come to the crossroads and you've got multiple directions you can go. If you ever been into Texas, and I remember my first time I ever went to Fort Worth, Texas, there were so many crisscrossing highways and byways. They were like stacked up on top of each other. It was so overwhelming to me. And I'm not even, well, I am from the country, but I've been to big cities before, but I've never seen this many things like roads stacked on top. Like literally they were stacked on top of each other. They were like 8 lanes, 6 lanes each. I'm like, where's all this traffic going? Where y'all going? There's so many different lanes. Like, how you know which one to pick and go in? And I kind of feel like that energy is like, if you ain't never been to the big city before, you don't know how to navigate there. You're going to need a map. You're going to need some assistance. Of course, we got phones and stuff nowadays. Those are very helpful, but just having that energy of like, whoa, this is overwhelming. Look at all these doors that have opened for me. Look at all these options I have. I feel like that's what you're going to have. And that's why we have this 4 of Swords energy right underneath. It's resting. Sit there for a minute. You don't have to make the decision immediately. Sit there in that energy and kind of feel what's calling. What is really calling to you? You were so clear before about the direction that you were going in, and it could be that you only felt like you had a few options. It was limited for you, but now that the world has opened up more, like check back into that stuff that was so clear. Like what made you so clear about what you wanted to do? Was it the one thing that you thought that you could only do, or was it because you really felt that thing resonated with your soul? And once you like get close and clear with yourself, like, okay, I understand what it is that I really want and desire. I understand this was the pathway that I took to get there because this is the pathway that I knew. But maybe new pathways are opening up to you. Pick one. Try one. That's my advice. But let's get some advice from Spirit. So, we have the Fool, the 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. The Fool. It's interesting up here. We got all this energy going this way, and the Fool is that way. And it's not like he's going backwards. I think that the Fool is not afraid to go back, though. I think the Fool is not afraid of, like, repeating the same mistakes and doing the same things over and over again because he trusts, he knows, he understands. The thing that I love about the Fool is, like, no matter how many times the Fool has been hurt, he understands that everything's going to be all right. When we talk about tarot, the Fool is 0. He's not, number 1. He's not the last card. I forgot what the last number is. 20-something. 21? He's not the last card. He's not the first card. He's like in the middle, in the interim. So he could have just come off of doing an epic journey, or he could just, be beginning. It doesn't make any difference to the Fool. It doesn't matter what happened before or what could possibly happen next. He's just here for the journey. And because this is the advice card, I feel like this is the kind of energy we can embody. Like literally just being there for the journey, because achievement's cool. Yeah, achievement's fun. It's cool. It's great. It's nice to like achieve your goal, but like, they talk about the climb. The part of the journey that is, the journey itself is the part that is the valuable part. It's not the destination. It's all the things in between you starting and the ending. And I think the Fool really embodies that energy, because he's like, it doesn't matter what happens, like, I'm here for the ride. I'm good. It doesn't matter either way. If I succeed, if I fail, I'm out here. Like, I'm here for the experience. So the advice is embodying that energy can be very helpful. Even here, when we have these Five of Wands cards, it's very like conflicting energy, like fighting type energy. But seeing here when it comes to, because that's being backed up here by the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, it's interesting because the Knight of Pentacles, he knows the direction he's going. He's been going slowly in that direction for a very long time. But we were talking again about all these new options opening up, and there might be some conflict as to, okay, which option to choose, where to go, what to do. I think it doesn't matter which way you go. Again, because the journey is the thing that is important. Pick one, but being the Knight of Pentacles, I think that there's going to be some momentum that kind of carries you in a certain direction. And I would say the advice here is to remain calm. Keep calm and carry on. It's like this Five of Wands kind of conflicts with the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles knows where he's going. He knows what direction he's going in. But the Five of Wands is like they're attempting, they're trying. This is like a practice session. Like they're practicing. They don't have their swords, so they can't necessarily hurt each other here, but they might be able to do some damage that, inflicts pain. Like they're practicing there. They're trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I, I like to look at this card as if they're trying to build something together, but they don't know how to work together. They don't have no directions or instructions. So they just got these wands and they're trying to build something with them. But they're just kind of going blindly. And I really feel like you're coming off of knowing exactly what you want to do, coming into like, what am I doing? There's so much confusion. I don't understand. I think knowing that that's something that happens whenever you level up and you get all these new options, knowing, acknowledging that, and just being okay with not knowing and like trying something out. They're trying, they're practicing, they're attempting, and soon they're going to know what they're doing. And then we come over here to the Seven of Pentacles. Again, Seven of Pentacles, this person, they've worked hard. They've like cultivated this garden, but they're not really sure if they want to continue investing going in this direction or what. Like, what do I want to do? Like, that's the card, that's the face that this guy is making. What? Do I want to keep doing this? This is what I wanted? This could even be you looking back on, this Queen of Swords energy, like putting all this energy into achieving something. It's like, okay, but was this what I wanted, or did I just like push because I just felt that energy? Like I needed to go, and I went, and now look at this. This is what I have. Is this what I want? This is kind of that looking back energy and trying to like get clear in your mind of what you want and desire. And again, I just feel like this is a part of the plan. Like this is a part of the process. What they say, trust the process. I really feel like this is a part of the process. This is you being the Fool and going on the journey. There's a lot that you're not going to know, but it is important to look back and see like, all right, I done put this thing together. It might not be perfect, but do I want to tear it down and build it back up again? Because I want it to look a different way. Is it not working? Is it not functional? I mean, it does generate some, whatever it is I'm trying to generate, but it could probably be more efficient. I don't know. Like, that's that type of energy if you're trying to figure it out, which is a valid energy to be in. Like, let me look back on my work and see if I like it. Do I need to correct it? And then going forward into this Nine of Pentacles energy. Love it. Nine of Pentacles, she's made her decision. In this instance, it seems like she wants to continue nurturing her garden. Nine of Pentacles is a baby empress. She's really put time and effort into this. She knows what she's doing. She could, if she felt like, pick up, and go and move forward again and not stay here in the same energy. But if she wants to stay there and continue nurturing her garden, she has every single thing she needs. So right now, which is interesting because this is the advice, it's interesting. It's like this huge breakthrough maybe that you've gone through. You've leveled up, you've experienced something, you've come to a whole new place. You could have built a whole new world for yourself. And there's all these things that are opening up for you and you're not quite sure what it is that you want to do. And the advice is to continue on forward towards your journey. Like, don't stop because you're kind of overwhelmed. Do rest though. Do rest if you feel overwhelmed. do rest, do get back into balance, because that was a huge push. That was a huge chain of reaction, and you stood solid through all of it. Go ahead and rest, but also continue on towards your journey. Yes, being intentional is great, but sometimes we don't know, we cannot predict, we don't understand because we haven't been there before. And now it's like a time of data gathering. It's time to gather more data. It might be a little messy. You might not know what you're doing. You might not even know what questions to ask. You might be in the middle of a huge crowded area and you standing there like looking around like, what do I do? You might feel that way and feel that overwhelmed, but you got to start trying some stuff and seeing whether or not it's going to work out for you. Like, I'm going to try it over here like this. I don't like that. Let me tear it down and build it back. Try it like that. I don't like that. Let me tear it down and build it back. But after that process, you would have learned more and collected more pentacles, more information, more, even like, knowledge is not a physical thing necessarily, but like, have you ever tried to build something? Or maybe you've like done pottery and tried to create a vase or something. Vase? What do you say? I'm thinking of Hercules. You wanted to create a vase. Your first try does not look good, but you create it anyway. You set it to the side. Your second try, it's a little bit better. Third try, a little bit better. Fourth try, you understand what I mean? Like, after you try and try again all those times, you're eventually gonna have a bunch of vases, and they might literally be works of art. At first, you thought they looked terrible. When you look back on it, you're like, this is actually different. This is kind of cool. Let me see if I can recreate that. Let me see if I can perfect that a bit. But this prototype is not that bad. It's still a part of my like inventory. It's a part of my wealth. So let me keep moving forward. I'm gonna just build on those lessons that I learned earlier and earlier. Anyway, if you're resonating with any of this energy, please let me know down in the comments. That is your reading. I'll see you in the next one.